Satnam. Hi everyone, Sacha here. Welcome back to Can I Get a Satnam? This is a YouTube channel all about yoga and yoga philosophy and the yogi lifestyle. And I am here still in quarantine. I don't know, it's hard to tell these days because a lot is reopening, but it's June 2020 and we're nearing the end of the month. I have been teaching online Zoom yoga classes with People's Yoga. So that's the topic of this video. I wanted to come by and really extend an invitation to anyone who's part of this community here because we can connect virtually. We don't have to be at the same class workshop right now. I'm really happy that I've been able to teach with People's Yoga this whole time. This started back in mid-March, and I had just worked on some Zoom yoga projects with my teacher, Krishna Kar. And then People's Yoga was like, hey, we got to close the space. Are you interested? Are you available? And so I was like, yeah, let's do it. And here we are months later, and it's still going strong. So I wanted to talk today about what you can expect with a Zoom yoga class with me, or just in general, if it's something that's new to you, some of the benefits of practicing in your own space, whether that's at home or at a park where, you tune in. I had someone join a class recently. They were sitting in their car and that worked great. We did a lot of breathing and meditation techniques and some different like holds that you can do for yourself to just help initiate this meditative space and the healing process. So I don't assume that everyone who comes to my classes, especially my meditation classes, is, fully set up with a yoga mat and all the props. I really want them to be accessible to everyone. So in that spirit, here's what you can expect and how to get into a Zoom yoga class if you never have before. I'll also say for a few more days, People's Yoga drop-in classes are $6 each. I also have some funding that I've received from some different sponsors and donors to offer free yoga memberships to the Black community. So if that's you and you or your family would like to have a free membership, I'm going to include my information below, my email, and you can just follow up with me. It's literally just takes a second to sign up, and then you can practice at your leisure. All right, so Zoom yoga. So for People's Yoga, what we do is there's a schedule, and depending on either your membership or class packages that you've purchased, you go on and register just like you would register for an in-person class. And then 15 minutes before the class starts, you'll receive a link to join. If you can't join at that time, you're busy doing something else, then you'll receive an email right after that has the recording. So that usually comes out within like 15 minutes or less of the class concluding. So we go for an hour. For example, I have a Saturday morning class, 8:30 to 9:30. By about 9:45, people who were in the class and people who weren't but registered receive that recording. So it's really nice because then that recording is live for 2 days and you can practice at your leisure. I've done this a lot as an instructor with People's Yoga. It's really awesome because we get access to all these other instructors, and whereas before I wouldn't necessarily be able to drive across town to do many classes there, I was mostly focused on workshop offerings. Now I've been able to connect with these really amazing, diverse, all POC yoga and meditation instructors from the comfort of my own space. So when you get the link, you go on via Zoom. If you've never used Zoom, that's a little bit of a separate conversation, but essentially it's a pretty easy tool. And if you're really not comfortable with Zoom and don't want to, then just wait for the class recording. That way it's just like watching this video here. You just click on the link and you let it go through. With my classes, like I said, I don't always assume everyone's doing like a full yoga setup, especially the meditation class. You might just be listening to it. You might be doing your dishes and practicing the breathing techniques. You might be laying down, kind of getting ready for bed and listen and go through some of the visualization exercises. So that kind of brings me to my next point, this idea of make it your own. Do it at home, make it your own. If you are used to going to a yoga studio, you might already have some comfort with yoga, and you might miss the in-person instruction. That I completely understand. But if you're kind of coming in new to yoga, this is an awesome time to do so because it's very safe and very accessible. So when I teach my classes, we tune in, and part of that moment is to really remind all of the students participating that you are your own best teacher. Your physical sensations, your feelings and emotions, those are all helping to teach and guide you through your practice at home, also inspired by what the instructor offers. So you really do need to take that moment to acknowledge yourself and then to practice safely and in a way that really helps to feed and nurture and heal you. So I think it's great to be able to practice at home. There is a certain level of responsibility. You have to pay attention to what you're doing. But overall, I think it's cool because then you can like make noise, right? Some people are always like, oh, I'm so like embarrassed. What if I fart during yoga class? Like, we're moving everything through our bodies. You think you might not, pass some gas in some way. Like, it's totally fine. It's fine if you're in a studio too, but I do know that some people are self-conscious about that. But imagine like now you're at home, it's just freedom. You can put on music too. So as far as people's yoga goes, I do play some music during my class. I use a feature on Zoom that lets me, but we also have playlists available. So you can go on Spotify, whether you have an account or not, you can still access these playlists, and you can put those on as you do your practice, or maybe put those on as you do your laundry, or get ready for the day. That's another great thing that People's Yoga is offering in this virtual time, are these curated playlists that all the instructors made. So if you're looking for mine, I'll share the link here below, but it's also called Discover Kundalini Yoga, or Discover Kundalini. And that's pretty much how I got my start at People's Yoga, was teaching Discover Kundalini workshops. And through that, we started to build a little bit of community. And then now we have a weekly class going on Saturday mornings. I love that class. We just finished an 8-week Chakra Series, which was interesting because at the beginning it was like, wow, I'm going to be teaching online classes for 8 weeks, and now I'm like, I'll probably be teaching online classes indefinitely. I think for myself, as someone who travels and, who's an artist as well, like having the flexibility of an online class where I can turn on my computer and, connect live with folks is amazing. This has opened up a lot for me. So I'm really, really happy to be offering these classes. I imagine for myself that I'll probably continue through at least all of 2020. And that's my personal plan. Of course, hopefully things continue to work out with People's Yoga and our membership continues to grow. That's where you come in. Please check us out. People's Yoga has a $30 new student special. So for 3 weeks, you can get unlimited yoga. Again, as I mentioned, I have some funding available for Black folks who would like a free membership, so you don't even have to pay that $30. After that, People's Yoga also has a soul scholarship. That's SOL, like the sun, soul. There's a soul scholarship where you pay what you can. So that might be $5 a month. We have funding to help facilitate that. And at that point, that $5 a month is more symbolic, right? To stay engaged and stay in the practice, when really it's mostly being offered to you. So take advantage of all these things. Do online Zoom yoga. I'll do a momentary plug as well for my own teacher, Krishna Kar. She has transitioned to the online world and is teaching she's really teaching globally. I've had some friends dial in from Europe, Middle East recently, but she's like really teaching globally. Every Monday night, so that's in Pacific time, she has a class. These are all by donation. And then every Wednesday morning, she has a morning sadhana that is open. So if you register for the Monday class, then you can receive the invitation for the Wednesday sadhana. That is just offered from the kindness of her heart. And that's where we go through a whole Kundalini traditional morning sadhana. So all that hopefully answers any questions or hesitations that you might have had about practicing yoga via Zoom or any other online tool. I'll also mention that it's a great time to really see what makes you comfortable in yoga and meditation practice. So you can find props and tools around your house. You might use like a belt from a robe, to really stretch and like open up the shoulders. You hold the belt right here, just a regular belt, any kind of rope. And this is going to really help to unlock some of that shoulder space. You can get creative with your props. You can roll up blankets. You can use couch pillows or cushions. Towels are also good if you're practicing sitting cross-legged in meditation. You might roll some towels under both knees to actually help support your lower back and everything. So So I'm super happy to connect. If anyone has questions about virtual yoga these days, reach out to me. sachaislive@gmail.com. I've also included all that info below. So Sat Nam, peace. Thank you so much for being here. And until next time, bye.